My amazing great tens. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. By the way, you are like when I look at you guys, I'm like, oh, I love these guys. I love these guys. I hope that you guys are telling your friends about Nova, right? It's serious, guys. It's really serious because like if one person and that person being you, if you can tell 5 of your friends, you see, you have helped us gain 5 people. But if you don't tell anyone, like, come on, guys, come on, man, yo. Okay, it's fine. Let's just continue with Euclidean geometry. And again, even on this video, we want to do 2 things, right? So the first thing that we're gonna do, it is the vertical opposite angles. And then the second thing we're just gonna do, I'm just gonna call it properties of parallel lines. I'm just gonna call it that. So let's just start with vertical opposite angles. Now, how do we mean when we say vertical opposite angles? Now, let me just show you this. So let's say we have a line like this, and we've got another line like that, right? So what this means is, do you see this angle, right? Do you see this angle? This angle, it's actually opposite. Like its opposite is this one, right? Like the opposite of that angle is that one. So I'm just gonna put this dot. So what this law is saying, it says that all the angles that are opposite to one another within the vertical lines that are crossing, they're actually equal. So in other words, this angle is going to equal to this angle. And what is the reason? Vertical opposite angles are equal. So this angle is going to equal to this angle because they are vertically opposite angle, right? Even this one, I'm just gonna call it X. Even this angle, the opposite of this angle is this one, isn't it? So that angle also equals to X as well. Even this one is going to equal to X. Why? Because they are the vertical opposite angle. Do you guys now get it? Do you now understand it? So let me just give you this advice. From the video that we have done previously, do you remember that, right? You need to know those things. So write these things down and keep them on your head, because when you write to your exam, these things won't be there. You need to have known it by yourself. So let's just do another example to remind you guys so you truly understand. Let's just draw another line, and let's just draw another line, right? So I'm just gonna call this angle M, and then I'm just gonna call this angle K, and I'm just gonna call this, oh my God, this is K. This thing is glitching, by the way, I'm sorry. So let me just call this one S, and let me just call this one Y. What do we know, guys? We know that the angle M is going to equal to the angle K, isn't it? So this angle and this angle are actually the same. They are equal. And what is the reason for that? They are the what? Vertically opposite angles, right? They are the vertically opposite angles. That is the reason that you are going to give, right? So what is another one that we're going to look at? You realize that the angle S, someone is already understanding, right? And the angle Y, they are also going to be the same. They are equal. So this is the angle I'm referring to. The angle S and the angle Y, they are also going to be the same. They are equal. And why is the reason? Because they are vertically opposite angles, right? Because they are the vertically opposite angles as well. Now let's just look at another one. Let me just do this. Let's just draw, how can I draw it to be? But there's no way this is complicated, guys. These things are just easy. Don't say, oh, Marvel is doing the easy ones. I'm not. This is Euclidean geometry. It's just easy as this. There's nothing that I'm going to do. It's just simple, right? So let me just write it like this. Let's just call this M1, M2, M3, and M4, right? And M4. It's like BMW M4. What do we know? We know that M1 is going to equals to M3, isn't it? So this angle is going to equals to this angle, right? And why is that? Because they are the what? Vertically opposite angles, right? Because they are the vertically opposite angles. Let's just look at another one. We realize that M4 is also going to equal to what? To M2. Do you see it? So M4 also equals to M2. So these M4 also equals to these M2. And why is that? Because they are the vertically opposite angles, right? So it is very important for you guys to note that. Very important. So I'm sure that you guys know about that. So now let's actually do this amazing one, right? Let's just do this amazing one. Let's just do these amazing ones. Let's just do this one, right? So we want to now speak about the properties of parallel lines, right? We want to speak about properties of parallel lines, right? We want to speak about the properties of parallel lines. Now, guys, what do you know? You realize that it's about time. It's about me. I tell you something very awesome. I want to give you a plug. You know it, right? Someone be like, Marvel, I know, not again. Yes, again. Because I want you to join, right? I want you to get and take your mama, take your papa, or maybe any of your guardians. Because like you don't have anything. You go and tell them that you want to join the Nova Learning Hubs. Because like most of the stuff are actually there. Most of everything arranged very well are actually there for you to have access to them and learn at your own time and also at your own pace so that you are going to improve your own results because we want you to be a top learner. So what are you guys going to do? You're just going to open your web browser, isn't it? So just gonna go here, open your web browser, just gonna start a new page, right? So you need to type in the phrase studentport.co.za. You're just gonna press go, isn't it? So you're just gonna come to this amazing website, press join learning hubs, select grade and go to grade number 10 and you're just going to enroll. Boop, right? You're just going to enroll here. So I'm just gonna close because I want us to continue with what we are doing here. Some amazing stuff that we're doing here. Properties of parallel lines. So what do we mean by properties of parallel line? In fact, what are parallel line? We know that if I draw a line like this, and if I draw a line like this, okay, this is like awkward. If I draw another line like this, I know that these two lines are parallel, right? Okay, I know that these two lines are parallel. So now, on properties of parallel lines, let's say I decide to wake up in the morning and draw another line crossing like this. I'm just here relaxing. I just drew that line. It is crossing like that, right? So there are three things that we want to focus on. Three amazing things that we want to focus on, right? Number one, okay, I realize I'm still having some stuff here. So I just want to erase them, right? So the first thing that we want to focus on, number one, it is what? I want to talk about the types of shapes that we're going to focus on. So the first shape, it is F, right? A big F shape. We are looking for F shape, right? We are looking for F. Number two, we are going to look for Z. And then number three, we are going to look for C. Stuff like this. We look for F, we look for Z, and we look for C. So before we go any further, let me just teach you this stuff like this. I'm going to tell you something, guys. These lines here, these are our parallel lines, right? So these are our parallel line. This line is parallel here, and this is our parallel line. So let me tell you something. When you look for F, right? When you look for F, I want to let you know of something. You see this angle right here? This angle is going to equals to this angle. So let's just call this angle M and L. So in other words, we are going to say that the angle M actually equals to the angle L. I'm going to tell you the reason when we start learning about them. Even here, so for F, this is the angles you need to focus on. Do you see it? For F, that is the angles you need to focus on. What about on Z? On Z, you see this angle? And you see this angle? Let's just call this one K and P. You see those angles, right? We know that the angle K equals to angle P. I'm going to tell you the reason why. By the way, these are the stuff you just need to know. You just need to know that. We are letting you know that. So you need to be writing this stuff inside of your notebook. What about here? Let's just call this one LC. You see this angle? And you see this angle right here? We know that angle L plus angle C, they give us 180 degrees for the reason that I am going to tell you. So guys, these are the stuff that I want you to know right now about properties of parallel lines. We are looking on three shapes: the F shape, the Z shape, and the C shape, right? On the F shape, we are looking on those two angles. They are equal. On the Z shape, we are looking on those two angles. They are equal. On the C shape, we are looking on those two angles. They are equal. All of this is true given that these two lines are parallel. This is true only when these two lines are parallel. This is true only when these two lines are parallel. If we have a Z shape, right, and these two lines are not parallel, we cannot say what we have said here. We can only say what we have said there when these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are not parallel, this is just nonsense. We won't speak about it. With that being said, guys, I am going to see you on the next video, starting with the first property of parallel lines.